Barbecue roasts are a huge part of the outdoor cooking culture in Australia and New Zealand. And we believe there is still no better way to cook a leg of lamb, roast a beautiful Christmas turkey, or crackle an amazing pork roast than on your Weber barbecue. Your spirit too will roast with the most amazing flavour, and you'll get fantastic results that your family and friends will rave about. We'll be using the indirect cooking method to roast our leg of lamb, which means that the burners are lit either side of the roast, not directly under the lamb. So the barbecue roasts just like a convection oven, but with more flavour. Before you start cooking, there are a few important steps you need to take. Firstly, like all Weber barbecues, it's important to preheat your barbecue. To light your barbecue, turn your gas bottle on. Turn the left-hand control knob to the start high position and then immediately press your igniter button. To ignite the other burners, simply turn the gas control knobs to high. When preheating for roasting, leave the outside burners on high and set the inside burner to low. Then preheat with the lid closed for 10 minutes. Today we are cooking a roast leg of lamb. This one's around 2.5 kilos. I have an easy yet delicious way to prepare your lamb to share with you. Firstly, starting with a sharp knife, make around 10 to 12 incisions into the lamb. Place a small sliver of garlic and a small amount of rosemary into each one. Squeeze the juice of a lemon all over, and then generously season with salt and pepper. I often hear people suggest that you should cook meat for so many minutes per kilo. However, we believe that the cooking time for any roasts that are not poultry has very little to do with its weight. It's more to do with the thickness. Here's a great tip from the Complete Australian Barbecue Kettle Cookbook. Take this porterhouse steak for example. Just imagine we roast it. This would take around 20 minutes for the heat to roast it through. But if we were to roll it up into a round roast, it would take significantly longer. Around an hour. This is because heat cooks by absorbing the heat from the outer surface into the middle. Consequently, the thicker the meat, the longer it takes to cook. A good guide for the time needed to cook roast is to allow 1 minute of cooking time per millimetre. For example, our leg of lamb measures around 90 millimetres at its thickest part, so it will take around 90 minutes to cook through to medium. Okay, our barbecue has preheated for 10 minutes, so now we're ready to cook. When roasting, we want heat to circulate evenly around the meat. That's what indirect cooking is all about. Turn the centre burner off, leaving the outside burners on high. Now let's place our beautiful leg of lamb into the centre of the cooking grill. Then close the lid. When there is around an hour to go with the lamb, it's an ideal time to get any veggies on, like potatoes or pumpkin. The pumpkin and potatoes have been lightly coated in olive oil, salt and pepper. Place them on the barbecue in the indirect zone and ensure there is a gap in between each piece for even cooking. One final word on roasting. Old habits die hard, and a lot of people still want to roast in a baking dish, but take my advice, don't. By roasting straight on the grill, your food cooks fat-free, it cooks faster, spitting fats are kept to a minimum, and there is no washing up. But most importantly, it's the secret to getting that incredible barbecue flavour. As the fats and juices are falling from the meat and sizzling and smouldering on the hot flavourizer bars, it creates that wonderful barbecue smoke. Have a look at that, a perfectly cooked roast leg of lamb with pumpkin and potatoes. Remember all the information you need to get the best out of your Weber Spirit too, and the full recipes can be found in your barbecue handbook or on our website.